Look at all these people. What do they need in their lives? Some excitement. A little magic.
And you think you can deliver that?
Magic.
Thespis, are you acting in another play?
Alexios, Aristophanes' friend, and my friend too. I'd be nowhere without your support.
I suppose if I hadn't carried you out, you might still be in that tavern.
On the floor!
Thespis had this brilliant idea to put on a play in this town. He's got a reputation as a great actor, so I thought, this could be a huge success. I'm beginning to think I thought wrong.
No, everything is under control. You keep an eye on the ticket sales, my darling Rodanti, and my friend Alexios will take care of everything else.
I promise you, I know nothing about theater.
Don't be so modest. You'll be known as the hero who made Leonidas and his 300 Spartans, the play of the century.
The play is about King Leonidas. You know, my family...
Your family can come, of course. I'm sure they'll be proud to see you. Just help me tell that glorious hero's tale.
I'll help Thespis put on the play. The story of Leonidas must have its due.
Very well then. I expect you to deliver.
So what do you need done?
Bring wine. Not for me, for our audience.
So you think the audience won't listen to the tale of Leonidas unless they're drunk?
They won't be drunk, just appreciative.
Where are you keeping the wine?
Well, I had wine, but then the local military commander commandeered... Hey, I should put that in the script. The Persian commander commandeered the, casks. That's it.
Then I'll have to re-commandeer it myself. Where is this commander?
He kept the expensive wine and left the rest for his soldiers. An ordinary audience might be content with the cheaper drink.
If we serve the best wine, we could get a more sophisticated audience. It might be harder to get to, but worth it.
You speak my language. Better wine could mean a more generous crowd.
Where are the two places the wine is being stored?
Most of it is in the stable of Ares, but the good stuff, that's in the Miurgi fort.
I'll take care of everything. I found your wine.
Wonderful! Our guests will be in a fantastic mood before the play even starts.
I sampled the wine. It's not vinegar, at least. Maybe I can offer some discounted tickets in the poorer parts of town.
So, when will I be able to see this play?
Well, there's a little complication with the cast. Finding them, I mean.
You've lost your actors?
None of them showed up at the last rehearsal. And the time before that, they seemed terribly discouraged. Someone might have been too harsh with them.
No one will get paid if they don't come back.
Exactly. There's 3 of them in all. They're playing Ephialtes, Xerxes, and the Ennikis. I can give you an idea of where they might be.
So, who's playing Leonidas?
I am, of course. I trust no one but myself to carry the starring role.
So Xerxes, king of the Persians, is in your play?
Yes, and I found a tremendous actor to play him. He plays marvelous villains. He did mention that the Despontian ruins were inspiring him.
The Ennikis. That was Leonidas' favorite lieutenant.
Yes, and played by a charming young fellow. A bit of a nervous type, though. I was surprised when he told me he was going gambling in the Great Square here in Elise.
So the traitor, Ephialtes, is missing. What a surprise.
Usually, my good friend Tros is dedicated to his craft. But the last time we spoke, he seemed touched by a certain religious fervor. He said he would pray at the spring of Piera.
I hope the actors turn up.
When you find our actors, send them back to me. And do your best to encourage them. Our performance will be terrible if the actors' hearts aren't in it.
And that means no one will pay us. Got it.
This is terrible. I'm really going to need a Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing the Ennikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
All right. Let's settle this debt.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
You want to play another game? So glad you brought company.
No, well...
I need my friend back. He's due to act in a play. I think it's time you let him leave.
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays the Enikis. Leonidas is lieutenant.
Ah, a good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers instead of namby-pamby actors.
I'm not! Oh, never mind.
So here is how it is, Misthios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place?
Let's make a deal. My services as a Misthios against his debt.
Works for me. My soldiers used to be stationed at the stable of Evieas. We've relocated since then, but left behind a good luck charm by mistake. Bring it back, and we'll call this even.
Is that all? I'll be back before you know it. I found that good luck charm you mentioned, and the wolves you didn't.
Which I'm sure were no problem for a Misthios like you. Now, give me back my sword.
You never said this was a sword.
The best kind of luck is a fine blade. Hand it over.
Here you go. I take it we're even.
Yes. This will cover his debt. Now both of you get out of my sight.
We should leave. Follow me.
Do you think that commander will really leave me alone?
Maybe he won't. But if you're playing the Enikis, you must be ready to defend yourself. A Spartan doesn't cower at home just because he has enemies.
But I'm only a Spartan in a play.
Do you want to convince your audience or not? The Enikis had to live with the fear of being killed every day. Why should it be different for you?
I see. Knowing that commander could show up at my home any day with 12 men and set spears at my throat, that fear will inform my character. Thank you!
You're welcome. Now get back to Thespis for rehearsals.
Hello. Have you come to learn about the mysteries of Hedony?
Sure, I'd like to know. Let's start with, what's Hedony?
Hedony is the goddess of bliss, and since we all seek bliss, we are all Hedony.
I'm not seeking bliss. I'm seeking an actor.
We have no actors here, only teachers and students.
Look, his name is Tros. He's an actor working for Thespis.
I recall hearing that an actor joined us, but now his name is Hedony, like mine. Everyone here is Hedony.
Just give me a straight answer. I need to find that actor.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one permitted to speak with outsiders. But if you pass our initiation, others will speak with you too.
Fine. Initiate me. Hedony, what do I have to do?
Wonderful. You must complete 2 tasks to demonstrate your devotion. First, climb to the top of the waterfall of eternal joy and dive into froth of fantasy.
Right. And then what?
Then, explore the cave of deepest self-knowledge and return with the treasure you'll find inside.
Waterfall dive, cave treasure. Got it. I jumped from the waterfall and found the treasure. Now will you initiate me?
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hedony. Hedony, go talk with your brothers and sisters. They'll be happy to meet you.
I'll go speak with them now. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only role is to be Hedony, to inhabit her grace and tranquility.
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
If you aren't the actor Tros, you're certainly good enough to be him. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'd like to help you, Hidoni. But I need to stay here. Work on my enlightenment. All right?
Picture it. You, up on a stage, showing hundreds of people how wonderful the message of Hidoni is. I'm offering you that chance. You just have to take it.
That is magnificent. A chance to spread the joy of Hidoni to so many people. I'll do it.
Good. Now go report to Thespis at Pelops Market in Elise. And get on with your rehearsals, Hidoni. I mean, Ephialtes.
Thank you. I don't think I could have survived much longer.
Why were those Malakas keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells. Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am. But the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies for the city.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before they get there.
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let the witch escape. Who knows what she'll do next? That horrible witch won't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, thank you. That delusional hag turned her followers against me. But now that she's dead, I should be fine. Right?
You'll be fine. You should go on and play your part knowing Xerxes is safe.
You're right. Xerxes was sure of himself. A god amongst men. I should be as confident as him.
I'm glad you see it that way. You should get back to Thespis.
I will. And thank you. Xerxes will rule at last!
Happy to have helped, Your Majesty.
Alexios, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior. I require your assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated. So, what's the problem now?
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield! Or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe. And now I can barely stand, let alone act.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work, Thespis.
We are not cancelling the play. We'd have to give back people's drachmae.
The show must go on. My Leonidas is right in front of me.
What? Me? I'm no actor.
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. He could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it!
On it!
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast. But if you feel ready, to the stage with you.
I'll go rehearse with my fellow actors first.
So good to see you. I'm sure you'll make a great Leonidas, seeing as you took care of that commander so thoroughly.
It was nothing.
So in our scene, I'll ask you to advise the troops. Then you answer, come back with your shield or under it.
I'm sure every Spartan general says on it.
That's what Thespis wrote.
Hitoni, good to see you. There's a lot of people out there, aren't there? I sure hope the good word of the goddess can carry me through.
I'm sure it will.
So, I'm Ephialtes the traitor. I'll say, I'm so clever for betraying you and the Spartans. Then you say, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Why would Thespis write that? Leonidas was a king himself. He wanted the whole world to remember what he did.
It's a work of art. Don't take the details too seriously.
You're back. Good. Your word stuck with me, Misthios. The public will fear and admire my Xerxes.
I'm glad I could inspire you.
As King Xerxes, I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply, the Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we all drench the gods with wine.
I know Thespis loves his wine, but Leonidas said he'd drench the gods with blood.
He's the director. I'm sure you can make his lines work.
Do you need to rehearse more? Or are you ready to be Leonidas?
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play, the heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Behold, your Leonidas.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Come back with your shield, or under it.
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny god means nothing to me. Kneel before my immortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal.
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with wine!
All right. I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. You know I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. Those stuck-up Spartans won't stand a chance. I've defeated your plans, Leonidas. What are you going to do about that?
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Don't worry, my friend. It happens all the time when Thespis tries to write lines. Your performance was fine.
I'm going to talk to that Thespis.
Marvelous. Such a performance.
Did you hear the crowd? I barely got out of there without a fight. Next time, listen to the advice of people who know what they're talking about. After all, Leonidas was my grandfather.
Oh, you never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, you're part of the tape.
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought.
Alexios, have you come back to talk about the spear?
I have.
Oh, good. Tell me, did you find it?
Consider it a donation to the temple.
What? No reward? Oh, Alexios, I'm in your debt. If ever there's a way my temple can help you, or anyone, send them here. I will remember.
You don't look so good.
I angered them, I think. The gods.
It's possible. I hear they can be vengeful.
I used to worship Hermes at the Droorati cave. There are gods there too, you know.
In the cave?
They grant wishes if you bring them tribute. So everyone makes an offering and asks for something in return. Ah, no wishes of mine granted though. I'm running out of money and tribute. I'm poor myself, you know. I did something wrong.
You know Hermes. He can be a trickster.
Oh, but there are many gods in this cave, all asking for different things. Go hear them yourself. You'll get my last tribute if you do. I need to know if they're real.
They're not. Last time I was at the Drogorati cave, it was full of thieves. It's not a holy place.
No gods? Not one? Well, it's settled then. Take my tribute. For your bravery.
Ah, Misthios, you must help me.
Must I?
If you know what's good for you and your pairs, you'll take pause.
I'm listening.
I'm an exile from Athens. Though by looking at me, I'm sure that's impossible to believe.
A successful exile, at least, who should offer enough to keep me interested.
You have a good eye.
What's the problem?
It's my brother Ornios. He's been captured by bandits. We were attacked when our ship landed. They must have smelled our wealth from across the water. I managed to escape, but he's stuck in a cage on a dock like a beast.
And you want me to rescue him?
Bring him to me with not a hair on his head disturbed and I'll pay you well.
So someone in Athens wanted you out?
Many someones, actually. Ostracized for the same thing, Ornios and I. Fraud, they called it. But that's life, isn't it? You're used to that, aren't you, Misthios?
What?
A mercenary's life isn't an honest one, of course. But don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
I'd watch your tongue, old man. I'll rescue your brother, for a price.
Yes, yes, of course. Drachmi is the only language you Kephalonians understand.
I'm not Kephalonian.
Ornios! Reunited again!
I don't know where you find these ruffians, brother, but they do get the job done.
This is touching. But you owe me drachmi.
Don't think I didn't notice you looting one of my chests.
Consider it a fee for your hubris, Malaka.
Oh, he did bring you to me, Ornios. Let him go.
As quickly as I can.
Misthios! Fresh vegetables for your journey. The juiciest in Kefalonia.
I'm not really in the market for vegetables.
No one is. Our stock is practically decomposing.
We're trying to make enough rachmi to get out of Kefalonia. It's about time we moved on.
I know what you mean.
Wait. Creosa. You think he could help us?
I think he could.
You'll have to tell me what it is first.
Are you scared of sharks, Misthios?
Have you seen their teeth?
Believe us, we have. And we won't go near them again. A shark is guarding our one guaranteed way out of Kefalonia.
A shark?
He guards a precious necklace. We get it, sell it, and leave Kefalonia. The old bandit who found it first buried the necklace on the shore, near a temple.
And the fool didn't think. Water rises. Now the necklace may as well belong to the shark. Vegetable drachme is all right, but necklace drachme is best.
I know what it's like to want to leave Kefalonia.
Who wouldn't? We have nothing here. As many vegetables as we please, but no hope.
It's buried in a chest. If you get it for us, we'll take what we need to get out, and you can keep the rest.
All right, I'll kill your shark.
You'll skewer him.
You'll find him deep in the ruins of Granit down south.
Buried treasure usually has a story.
The necklace was said to belong to Procris. You know, the wife of Cephalus. On the eve of their wedding, he gave it to her as a promise of fidelity.
Well, we know how that turned out.
Typical. At least he returned to Procris in time for her death.
Where on the island are these ruins?
You know the sunken islet of Zeus? Find that, and you'll find the ruins.
To the shark's temple I go.
I'll never look at another vestibule again after this. You found it! That's the necklace!
That shark put up a good fight. He must have liked it.
We can finally leave. No more vegetables.
We'll have a new life. One far from our past.
I know what that's like. Good luck. What's your problem?
What don't I have fucking problems with? The Oracle for one, the sea for another, and don't get me started on my crew.
You have business with the Oracle? You're a long way from Delphi.
Had business. And my business is none of your fucking business. I ain't shopping for a merc. If anything, I need the gods.
If you want something done, you'll have to do it yourself.
You're right there. Can't trust the gods or their servants.
So, who are you?
Captain Yelon of the Shark's Tooth.
Shark Tooth's your boat?
Do I look like a fucking fisherman? I sail a ship, not a boat.
It was just a question. I'm here to help.
Oh, it's not your fault. After my business with the Oracle, I came to meet my ship and crew. That was a day ago, and they're nowhere to be found.
So, you sought the Oracle's advice?
Her? Fuck no. I'd rather seek counsel in the wind from my ass.
Then why seek her out?
We got a deal. I suppose no harm in telling you. She lets me know where the pilgrims are coming from. Then I supply the transport for their journey, and we split the fee.
So you're trying to tell me the Oracle has divine intuition of where the pilgrims will be coming from?
Fuck no. She asks her believers how full the ports are. Then she tells me. Simple.
You have business here in Phokis?
I got business everywhere. Right now, it's, where's my fucking ship?
So where's the Shark's Tooth?
I wouldn't fucking be here if I knew, would I?
Okay, let me rephrase. Where was the crew meant to be?
Well, I sent my girl Yiki off. Pilgrims get stuck in the shallows around here, and, we sort of help out.
Oh, your girl?
Yeah, best hand I ever had, and more. Look, find my ship and my Yiki, will you? I'll pay.
I'll find out what happened and bring them back. Do you know where they could have gone?
The southeastern shore is pretty rich pickings. Nice cove there to trap lost, wealthy pilgrims.
You're a pirate.
What if I fucking am? I'm the pirate that's paying you. Anyway, I'm not a pirate all the time. It's more of a hobby.
A hobby? You sure the crew didn't mutiny and run off on you?
Not with my Yiki at the helm. Plus, they never got the cut from our last trip. They wouldn't leave without getting paid.
Describe Yiki.
She's beautiful, she is. Kisses like summer. From the first time I saw her, I wanted to eat her all up.
Not helpful?
Okay, okay. She's raven-haired and has a precious band on her arm that I gave her. Always wears it.
I'll find them and return as soon as I can. I found your ship.
And? Come on now, where are they? Where's my Yiki?
I really don't know how to tell you this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Zeus could have impregnated the whole of Athens in the time it takes you to say anything. Where are they?
I was trying to break this to you gently. I found your ship. It was wrecked.
Oh, and my Yiki?
This was all I could find. It was her armband.
Yiki. Suppose I'm not much of a captain now. Can't be a captain without a ship.
I can offer you a place on my crew. I know it's not like having your own ship, but you'll be part of a family.
Well, I'd rather be at sea than stuck here with these pious idiots. You got yourself a deal. Just till I'm back on my feet.
Of course.
Now, where's your boat?
Ship? It's called the Adrestia.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Ah, Mistios. Well, aren't you a sight to my aged eyes? Young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your help.
Watch yourself. That's not my line of work.
Oh, forgive me. I'm amazed the gods would send me someone so well-suited to help me, but who is also so appealing to me physically.
I'm glad to hear it.
Korigos, my husband, is having some difficulties keeping up with my hunger for pleasure.
I imagine any man would.
Oh, I have many lovers, but he's my soulmate. When we're together, it's indescribable.
Then don't describe it.
When we were younger, we would run into the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise. Our howls of ecstasy would echo throughout the valleys.
I hope I'm as feisty as you at your age.
I'm feistier now than I've ever been.
What does this have to do with me?
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed will give someone the vigor and stamina of Eros. If you can gather me the ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
All right, I'll find the ingredients, if you promise to keep your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Koragos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer tongue, I can make the elixir.
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be thankful also.
Where can I find a bear near here?
I heard there's a cave near the sanctuary that a large male bear has claimed.
Are there any deer nearby?
This is for keys. There's deer all over the place.
This elixir sounds odd. Where did you learn about it?
Why, the Pythia told me about it. She's so wise solving a problem I didn't even know I'd have.
I'll be back with the ingredients soon.
Dios, you're back! And not a moment too soon.
I got what you asked for.
Who is this of Xesia?
This is the Mistios who's going to reignite our spark, my love.
Oh no! We've been through this. I can't satisfy you anymore. You're going to kill me with your lust.
Nonsense. I'm going to make you an elixir that will give you the vigor of a man a fraction of your age.
God save me. I cannot do this anymore.
I don't need any payment. I'm just glad I could help.
You are too kind, Mistios. The gods have truly blessed me by crossing our paths.
You two have fun, but not too much fun.
It isn't the Eagle Barak himself. You got big since Kefalonia.
And you got old, Photios the dog's breath. Last I saw you, I think I lit your ship on fire.
My ship and my beard. These days, thankfully, I've semi-retired.
Do people pay mercenaries here more than they did in Kefalonia?
Of course they do. Better than Marcos, that's for sure.
Everyone pays more than Marcos. You're lucky I took all his crazy contracts.
I was a fast learner. He's a rotten cheat. I only accept the easy stuff now. I'm working as a watchman this very moment. The cushy job. Most days.
I could use a break myself.
Some break this is. Today feels just like old times. The job got harder than anticipated.
Did something happen?
A couple of priests ransacked this treasury. They took the sapphires offered by a Thracian king. The bastards.
Your employer won't like that.
No, but you like this. Make an example of the thieves. You find them and the sapphires, and I pay you much better than you're used to in Kefalonia.
All right, I'll help you. But...
But what?
I haven't forgotten the old days. I owe you one, Photios. No reward necessary.
I thought I was getting soft.
So, I'm hunting priests. Where do I start?
Priests aren't used to thief business. They probably hid somewhere quiet. Check the caves west of here.
I wouldn't expect priests to be jewel thieves.
They didn't take the drachmi or the silver. They knew those sapphires were the most valuable things here. That's priest knowledge.
Come to think of it, I found a dead priest. He had a letter on him.
Well, slap me silly and call me Hermes. That's them all right. Any clues?
It said something about going to Despina Fort to sell their loot. I'll head that way. Good news. Found the sapphires.
Should I ask why they're bloody?
The priest couldn't cut it as thieves.
You said you'd do it for free. But we both know that was horse shit. Here, take this.
Here, old man.
Here's a little trinket from the treasury. No one will miss it.
Let's hope not, or you'll send another mercenary after me. Goodbye, Photios.
If you ever see that dog Marcos again, tell him you demand minimum wage.
Will the hurts go away?
Tell you what, you have to scare it away. If you roar like a lion, it'll run. Good job. Now run along home.
You must be a physician.
Yes, I'm Lycaon. You must be Alexios. Are you here for treatment?
Play acting instead of medicine. When I'm wounded, I prefer to see someone serious.
The gods and the medicines they give us can do little when a patient has no hope. That's the best treatment I can give.
You've thought this through.
You look strong and prepared for anything. My patients need mandrake herbs. There's a patch of them growing by a little stream southeast of here.
Are you too busy to pick them?
Too chewy. A pack of wolves is resting near the stream. I'll pay you generously for your trouble.
You know how to talk to Alexios. Is that all you want? The mandrake herbs?
For now. Bring them back to me, and I'll package them for my patients. Then we'll see.
I'll bring you the herbs. You said they were southeast of here?
Yes. By a little stream northeast of Kira. The flowers haven't bloomed yet, but the leaves are a distinctive gray-green. Thank you.
Here, I found your herbs.
Thank you. I'll prepare these for my patients. Could you please stay a while?
I'll wait.
I've crushed the herbs so they'll be easier to take. Could you please bring them to my patients? Just tell them they're from me, Lycaon.
I thought I brought you more herbs than these.
I needed to save a double dose for my grandmother. I'll give it to her soon.
Sure. I'll just deliver the rest then.
Thank you. All my patients are in and around the Hora of Delphi. One should be at the animal pens to the west. One is building a house in the northeastern corner. And, one works in the fields to the south. Come back here when you're done.
I'm sure I can find them. Lycaon sends his regards.
The medicine he promised. Thank you. Tell me, did he look well?
He didn't look sick to me.
I've seen him up and walking around at all hours, mumbling to himself. He seems worried. I should bring him some sweets to cheer him up.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that. These herbs are from Lycaon.
Oh, thank you. That physician is so thoughtful and so handsome. It's too bad he's decided not to marry.
Why not?
He just told me some nonsense about not wanting to burden an innocent woman with his worries. Personally, I just wish he'd been honest and said I'm not his type.
I wonder why he'd say that. Lycaon made this medicine for you.
Thanks. See, I take care of these beasts, and Lycaon takes care of me. Too bad nobody takes care of him, though.
What do you mean?
His parents died young. His grandmother raised him, but then she was born under a cursed star. Never mind that. He's a good boy.
I'm sure he is. I delivered all your medicine. Seems you have a lot of people concerned for your well-being.
Thanks. My grandmother, Praxithea, I have to bring her the last of the medicine. Will you come along with me to her house? I think I need your help.
Yes. I'd like to know what's going on here.
Oh, thank you. Please, my grandmother's house is this way.
Get out of here, Lycaon! I know what you want to do. You'll just bring more shame on our family.
I don't want to do this, Agavi. But for the sake of justice, we can't let Praxithea live.
It's out of our hands anyway. Some strange men were searching the village today, looking for her. I brought them here, and they dragged her away.
What kind of justice is that?
You wouldn't understand. She was an impious old fool. Now we have nothing more to worry about. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Alexios. I've also been wronged by a false prophecy. It might have been your grandmother's.
If we don't find her, we can't settle any of this. Please, help me figure out where she's been taken.
I'll look for clues. Have you seen anything strange going on around here?
Well, if bandits taking over my cousin's farm is strange, yes.
What did they do?
Gave her a running start. She can't go back there. They've set up camp, and they're armed and dangerous.
Interesting. Where is that farm?
It's not far west of here, but I wouldn't mess with those bandits.
Thanks for the advice. Praxithea was kidnapped and brought to a farm west of here. The bandits were hired to deliver her alive.
Thank you for figuring that out, Alexios.
I'm no fool, Lycaon. Your sister put Praxithea in great danger, and you've been asking me about killing. Do you want me to end her life?
No. It has to be me. I need to kill her.
You're no killer. I am. If she's done the harm you said she has, then it sounds like you need my services.
She's my responsibility. I don't want her to suffer. That's why I asked you for Mandrake. It's a painkiller. But for now, will you go to the farm to stop those bandits? I don't think I can take them all on myself.
Let's go find Praxithea.
Thanks, Alexios. You said the farm was to the west. I'll meet you there.
Thank you for saving me, dear child.
Don't thank me, voice of Apollo. Or were those someone else's words you spoke?
So you've met my grandson. You're right. I lied to everyone. I am so sorry. The gods should have killed me by now. Instead, they made me live with my remorse.
Why did you spread lies? People trusted you. You were supposed to bring them the word of Apollo.
I didn't plan to, not when I was chosen to be the Oracle of Apollo. But I met people there who told me I must speak the words they asked, or else my family would suffer for my disobedience.
Family? Do you remember telling a Spartan family that their younger child must die? A grieving mother with eyes like mine.
I am so sorry for what you have lost.
Who wanted you kidnapped? These brutes didn't come up with the idea themselves.
Please, don't ask me that. The ones who want to punish me now, the ones who told me what to say, they would bury you alive if I told you about them.
The ones with masks and dark cloaks? The cult of Cosmos?
Do not speak their name.
Did she tell you? Is she the Oracle who brought ruin on your family?
I'm sorry for what I've done. I accept my punishment. But please, don't let my grandson kill me. Lycaon's a good man, a healer. This would break him.
No, this is my responsibility. I must be the one to end her.
If you don't finish this, Lycaon, you won't be able to live with yourself. Go on, kill her.
I can't.
Then this is where I live. Live as a killer, or live as a coward, Lycaon. I can't help you anymore.